Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we need to talk about Xbox shutting down shutting down 3 studios and then absorbing one into ZeniMax Online. So, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew. I want to talk about this, my friends. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion about this. When it comes to Xbox and shutting down these studios, I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend that Redfall was like an absolute banger. I'm not going to try to pretend that I played longer than an hour and a half or so into Hi-Fi Rush. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that like Ghostwire Tokyo was the next best thing. I did. I played that one. I beat that one. I beat Redfall. I didn't beat Hi-Fi Rush. And the other studio, man, I'm glad that ZeniMax Studio Online's getting some help. But at the end of the day, I've said this before on this channel, my friends. I've said this before, that Game Pass itself is going to create kind of a... It's going to create not an experience. It's going to create a situation where these developers are going to have to develop and they're going to have to produce high quality content that is going to drive subscriptions to the Game Pass thing, because that's basically what Xbox is anymore. They're no longer just a console platform. They are now Game Pass. They are a subscription service, and they will continue to build an Xbox so that you can play. Now, obviously, Ghostwire Tokyo wasn't freaking profitable. I mean, that game there, guys, though, we need to look at that situation for a minute, because Ghostwire Tokyo, I liked the game. I thought it was all right. It was definitely pretty cool. The whole thing with, with PlayStation getting that game a year in advance really, really did hurt that overall. I mean, PlayStation has killed so many freaking... so many studios this generation that have put, exclusive games on PS5. They've completely killed them. But I'm not going to necessarily blame PlayStation. I'm going to actually put some of this blame on the developers themselves. If they would stop trying to sell us all this woke crap, I mean, it's just garbage. It's like nobody's got creativity anymore. They just want to pump these games out. And, guys, if you really look at Redfall, I mean, I thought it was cool. I thought they nailed the atmosphere overall. But, I mean, when you look at some of the character designs and some of the NPCs and everything else, it almost looks like they created that shit with ChatGPT, dude. I'm not even joking. It's like, what the freak are you guys even on? I don't know what to say about Xbox. Yeah, dude, they definitely got some management problems going on over there. I mean, but I don't necessarily know if it's management problems or if it's just these studios, man. It's like they've lost all creativity, and it's like, you know what? Maybe Microsoft's doing something smart with being like, hey guys, let's just rein it in. Let's shut these 4 studios down so we're not paying for them. Let's take the good people, put them in the place where they can actually build something that's going to be meaningful instead of wasting our time with this Hi-Fi Rush garbage. I mean, I know some people like that game. Me personally, I didn't really care for it. I seriously just thought the gameplay of that loop, the gameplay loop of that, just felt odd to me. Like, it felt off. It didn't feel that great, and I was just like, gosh. I mean, if it did, obviously I would have covered it more. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to like sugarcoat stuff for Xbox. Like, I don't even care anymore. At this point, like, Xbox, they've done some things this generation already to where I'm just like, dude, I don't even know about this anymore. Like, when it comes to like trying to even worry about like the business side of shit, like, I don't even care, dude. Neither should you. Nobody should care about that because it's not our problem. All I want Xbox to do is to deliver games so that I can play them. That's it. That's all I'm asking. I don't care about anything else, and nobody else should either. Whatever Xbox has to do to say that, man, we're doing this to make our company, whatever, dude, just show us the damn results. Just get out some games that I want to play and make them good. Quit giving us games that should be 60 frames a second at 30 frames a second. Quit doing that stuff. Xbox is its own worst enemy at this point, man. Like, I still 100% am like, yeah, dude, Xbox is the platform that I would want to play on. It helped me move over to PC, and it, you know, helped freaking grease the wheels for PC. And I'm like, cool, man, that's awesome. I absolutely enjoy playing Xbox games on my PC. So when I look at situations like them closing these studios, and don't get me wrong, man, like I do feel for the people involved and the guys and the men and women that have lost their jobs, but we have to look at gaming as a whole. We can't just look at Microsoft or PlayStation or any of these companies that are laying off people or they're closing studios or any of that. Video games have literally lost their creativity. They have 100%. Like, nothing is creative anymore. This is all rubber stamped crap that's just coming out over and over and over again. And like, nobody cares about these games. Nobody's buying them. Nobody wants to play them. They just want, you know, it's funny. It's funny that any of these companies are still really even making money. Obviously, there's some good ones out there that are still making some good stuff. But when you really dive deep and you look at all of the messaging and, you know, the whole, like, yeah, like, think about it. How many games in the last 2 years, 3 years have we had that have literally been like female freaking protagonists? Like, half of the crap that's coming out now, female protagonists. It's like they don't even make cool fucking characters anymore. They really don't. Like, name the last time that you had a character that you actually thought like, oh yeah, this character's absolutely badass, like Marcus Finks or Kratos or freaking, you know, Ezio Auditore. Like, what the fuck is going on with video games? Now we got these stupid ass characters that nobody gives a shit about. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares about any of these characters that they're coming out with anymore. And, you know, you can say that I'm a homophobe or I'm a freaking, like, whatever you want to say. But I just, dude, nobody, like, these characters aren't fucking cool anymore. They're not cool. They've got to be the dumbest shit that we've ever played in our life. And, like, half of the time the gameplay saves it. You know, I mean, like Aloy in the first game. When she came out in the first game, I was like, yeah, she's cool. But then you move over to the second game and it's just like, oh my god, now she's kind of dull. You know what I mean? I'm actually playing through Horizon Forbidden West again. And I'm like, gosh, dude, she really was kind of dull in this game. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And you look at the downward trajectory of all of these gaming characters and everybody. And then it's like the fanboys for Xbox and PlayStation are out there just screaming at each other so loud that none of them are even actually stopping to look. Like, taking a minute, stopping, looking at things and being like, yeah, guys, gaming is freaking falling apart faster than anything. And nobody wants to say anything. Everybody's afraid to be called a homophobe or a this or a phobe or a that a phobe. And it's like, no, guys, they're making it, you know, everybody's quiet. But clearly nobody's buying these games, so they're shutting studios down left and right. I guess silence and speaking with your wallet works too, because obviously if these games were making money, they wouldn't be shutting down these studios. And you know, I mean, Sony's shut down a bunch of studios this generation, Xbox shutting down, buying and shutting down studios. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, dude, what are we even doing anymore? So, in order to combat that, all of it, what I've been doing is I've just been going back, guys. I've been buying some of these older games from just last generation or the 360 generation, buying them on the PC. That's literally what I've been playing right now. That's what I've been playing mostly, because this crap that they're bringing out nowadays, I just don't even know anymore, man. Like, I try to buy these games, and like most of the time, all the woke stuff and all that crap will just kind of go over my head because I'm playing the game and I'm into the visuals or I'm into this or that. And then like everybody just comes out like, oh, this game is trash. And then like I'm finally starting to figure it out. Like I'm starting to catch on that it's like, dude, these games, they're purposely divisive. And man, I'm such a gamer, guys. Like, here's the truth. I'm such a gamer that I just like to play games, and you know, I'll play them like with the Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. At first, that game was like pretty dang cool, and I was playing it and I was really enjoying it. And then gosh dang, why is my freaking ringer on, dude? I usually have that thing off, like, so that don't happen. But, you know, like Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, I'm playing through that game, and, you know, all of a sudden it just goes like way freaking like feminist, you know. And I don't really care if we got female protagonists or anything like that, but it just goes like hard feminist, like treating freaking Red like he's just like useless and stuff. And I'm just like, you know what, man, I'm done with this. Like, I don't even care. Like, I deleted it. I haven't even played it. I'm just like, whatever. I'm done with this garbage, dude. But sometimes this stuff will just go right over my head, like Suicide Squad. I was just like, all right, whatever. I mean, it's fine, whatever. You know, Sweet Baby Inc. You know, I get it, man. But I don't necessarily blame Microsoft. I kind of do put, you know, a little bit at the feet of the devs. I mean, it's like, dude, if you guys are making something, I mean, you guys believe in it, don't put the shit out half-baked. Tell Microsoft, look, man, the game's not ready. It's not ready. We can't launch this. I know you want us to launch it, but no, this shit is not ready, and our jobs, our livelihood is on the line. Like, we're on the line. Like, and you know what I mean? Redfall came out. I kind of blame the gaming media, too. You know, to be honest, I blame the gaming media. They come out, and they're like, this game's trash. Everything's trash. Everything Microsoft does is trash. So, I mean, that already, you know, skews people one way, you know, so everybody's like, no, I don't even want to give it a chance. But I mean, I liked Redfall. Like, I thought Redfall was a perfectly fine game. It was on Game Pass. You could have downloaded that on Game Pass. Would I recommend spending $70 for it? Abso-freaking-lutely not. And I said that in the videos. But, you know, as a Game Pass game, yeah, it's fine. But it wasn't the system seller. Like, I don't think... To tell you the truth, I don't really think either Xbox or PlayStation this generation really has a whole lot of system seller games. And that's probably why the console sales are going down drastically, because just there's nothing that anybody really wants. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say about it, dude. I'm not going to sit here and damage control for Xbox. Xbox is a $1 trillion company. They don't send me any money to do that shit for them. I guess we can get Colt Eastwood to freaking handle all that for us. Some of the other, you know, higher quality Xbox content creators out there, we'll let them dudes do it. But I'm with you guys, man. Like, we're gamers and we're sick of this crap. And it does suck that we're losing studios that in the past have created absolute bangers. In the past, but they're not doing that anymore. Sadly, they're not doing that anymore. You know, the last few games that they've put out just haven't hit the mark. And I get it, man. I mean... Miyazaki, yeah, I think his name is Miyazaki. You know, he doesn't even work at Tango Studios anymore, man. He's gone. So it's like, yeah, dude. I mean, they're closing down the studio. Didn't even give the new guys a try, and you know that sucks, man. I do feel bad for him. I absolutely do feel bad for him. But you know, hopefully there's someplace out there for them to work, and maybe it's time for developers to like really sit back and think, look, man, what are we doing? Are our jobs important? You know, should we continue to make what sells, or should we continue to be activists and make this shit and hope that, you know, tell our jobs and try to guilt them into, you can't fire us because we need to blah, blah, blah. No, these are $1 trillion companies, $1 billion companies. They don't give a shit about your feelings. They try to be nice and make you feel like they care at first, but once your shit don't sell anymore, they're like, bye, dude, we're just cutting the whole studio. Because I know that these freaking devs are over there. I mean, they were literally in a field screaming, just screaming. And I'm like, dude, you guys you guys need some freaking mental health bad. Seriously, get out of your damn bubbles. Go do something. Do your job. That's what you need to do. You need to make characters that are actually cool, that people want to freaking be around. And like good old Jaffe said, they want to see their fuckability. Seriously. Like, you want a badass dude character. You want a badass chick character. You don't need all of this stupid purple hair, stupid crap that these guys are coming up with, man. Nobody's buying that stuff. If it was good, people would buy it. But no, Hollywood's falling apart. Video game studios are falling apart. It's... I guess if more of these studios close because they can't perform, I mean, they only have themselves to really blame if they don't want to turn things around. First of all, don't let Microsoft pressure you into putting out a game that's not finished. And yeah, dude, because Sony don't do that stuff. Sony don't do that stuff. Don't quit letting them force you guys to put these games out if you guys want to keep your freaking jobs a little bit longer. But do your jobs too. Crunch. Do what you got to do to put a game out, man. 5 years to put out this stuff, dude, and it's not even that great. I don't know what to tell you, man. We used to get absolute bangers after 1 year of development, so I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.